Welcome student to my YouTube channel Bharat Chem Study. Today we are going to study about the chapter 1 Language of Chemistry for 9th standard of ICSE board. In this video, that is part 5, we are going to study about chemical equation, its definition, its representation, word equation and symbolic equations with example, balanced chemical equation and law of conservation of mass. So let's study with the topic. So chemical equation. A chemical equation represents the substances which are reacting and called reactant to form new substance called product during a chemical reaction. In a chemical equation, the reactants are written on the left hand side separated by plus sign. For example, zinc at the left hand side is a reactant plus the second reactant written by putting the sign plus, and the second reactant is sulfuric acid, and the product are written on the right hand side. Again, the products are also separated by a plus sign. For example, these are the two products which are formed and are separated by plus sign. And then most important, the reactants and products are separated from each other with the help of an arrow whose tip is towards the product and tail is towards the reactant, like this. This is the arrow which tell us which one is reactant and which one is product. The substances towards which the arrow is having its tail are called reactant, and towards which the arrow is having its head, that will be product. So arrow will decide which is reactant and which is product. Substance at back of arrow act as reactant and substance in front of arrow act as products. Now chemical equation are two types. They can be represented in two types. First, word equation, and second is symbolic equation. So let's study first the word equation. In word equation, only the name of all the reactants and products are written in words. For example, here in this equation, hydrogen plus oxygen, the name of the substances is written and the product is water. And in second equation also, reactants are zinc and sulfuric acid and the product is zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Only their name is given, then the equation is called word equation. But the word equation have some drawbacks. For example, word equation only tell about the name of the reactant and product. It do not tell about the number of moles of reactant or product involved in the reaction and the formula, or even it will not tell us the formula of the substances, reactant as well as product. So that was the limitation. That's why most of the time word equation is not used. For that we use symbolic equation. So in symbolic equation, the representative of a chemical reaction is used in terms of symbol and formula of the reactants as well as of the product, and it is called symbolic equation. For example, reaction of hydrogen and oxygen in symbolic form can be written as H2 plus O2 give rise to H2O. So here the formula of hydrogen is H2 and the formula of oxygen is O2 and the formula of the product water is H2O. Similarly, the reaction of zinc with sulfuric acid in the symbolic form can be written as zinc plus H2SO4 give rise to ZnSO4 plus hydrogen. Now since symbolic equation represent the formula and the number of atom of different element present in reactants as well as product, therefore symbolic equation is better way to express a chemical reaction instead of word equation. Now balanced chemical equation. The balanced chemical equation is that in which the number of atom of each element on the reactant side are equal to the number of atoms of those elements on the product side. So total number of atom of one kind in the reactant side must be equal to that element on the product side. Only then an equation can said to be a balance. So let's understand this by an example. In this case, when zinc react with HCl, 2HCl, and product will form ZnCl2 plus H2. So when we count the number of atom on the reactant of each element, that is on the reactant side zinc is 1, hydrogen is 2 and chlorine is also 2, and on the product side zinc is 1, chlorine is 2 and hydrogen is again 2. So since the number of each type of reactant on the reactant side is equal to the number of that element on the product side, that's why we can say that the given equation is balanced equation. Now unbalanced chemical equation. So an unbalanced chemical equation means when the number of atom of each element on the reactant side are not going to be equal to the number of those element on the product side, then the equation is said to be unbalanced. For example, here in this case, see that on the reactant side zinc is 1, chlorine is 1, hydrogen is also 1. But on the product side zinc is 1, hydrogen is 2 and chlorine is also 2. So the number of atoms on the reactant side are not equal to number of those atoms on the product side. That's why the equation is called unbalanced equation. Skeleton equation, a chemical equation which represent a chemical reaction but is unbalanced is called skeleton equation, or we can say unbalanced equation is also called as a skeleton equation. For example, which we already have studied, in this equation the zinc on the reactant side and product side equal, but the number of hydrogen atom on the reactant side are not equal to number of hydrogen atom on the product side. Similarly, the number of chlorine atom on the reactant side are not equal to number of chlorine atom on the product side. That's why we can say this equation is a skeleton equation. It represents a chemical reaction but is unbalanced. Now the question arises in our mind, why the chemical equation is need to be balanced? The answer is for that a chemical equation is necessary to balance in order to satisfy the law of conservation of mass. So let's study what the law of conservation of mass is. So the law of conservation of mass, it states that total mass of all the product formed in a chemical reaction must be equal to the total mass of all the reactants taken. So there should not be loss of mass or gain of mass. So that can be possible only when the number of atoms of each element must be equal to both sides. So let's understand this by an example. So in this equation, the mass of magnesium is 24, mass of oxygen is 32, and the mass of the product MgO 24 of magnesium and 16 of gram of oxygen. The sum of the masses of the reactant become 56, but the sum of the masses of the product become 40. So that means 24 gram of magnesium combined with 32 gram of oxygen, the product should be 56 gram. But magnesium and oxygen, the product form is having only 40 gram of mass. That means some mass is lost. So that is against the law of conservation of mass. No mass gain or loss of mass take place. So that's why we can say this equation is unbalanced. So we have to need to balance the equation. So let's balance the equation. So this is a balanced equation. So when we measure the mass of a balanced chemical equation, see that in case of this equation, again when after balancing, the mass of the reactants become equal to 56 gram and the mass of the product is also coming 56 gram. So mass of the reactant is equal to total mass of the product form. That's why we can say the law of conservation of mass is followed and the equation is said to be balanced chemical equation. So law of conservation also states that during chemical reaction in a closed vessel, that's very important, the reaction must be carried out in a closed vessel so that no gas if formed will escape. There is no loss of mass take place, hence mass must remain constant during a chemical reactions, and that's why we have to balance the chemical equations. Study and learn the definition of chemical equation, method to write chemical equation, balanced, unbalanced chemical equation, and law of conservation of mass. In next video, that is part 6, we will study the limitation of chemical equation, way to make the chemical equation more informative, and balancing the chemical equation by hit and trial method. Please like and subscribe the channel for the latest update. Thank you.